Hey, it's Andrew with GY6 Vids, and in today's video, we're gonna be testing one of the newer rounds on the market, a company that a lot of people don't really know about, but I've been looking into for a while, is DRT Ammunition. They create the terminal shock ammunition. This is a fragmenting projectile. I know, a lot of you guys are probably going, ugh, like I just told you, they give you AIDS or something. People have a negative tendency towards fragmenting projectiles, but the only issue is do they still perform after penetrating something hard, and do they do what they're supposed to do, which is dump kinetic energy after a hard surface and do what they're supposed to do to stop whatever target they're shooting at. Their core isn't lead. They're completely lead-free. The core is designed of a metal powder packed underneath the metal jacket. People look at that and go, oh, it's not a solid round, it's not gonna do the job. Well, in today's video, we're gonna see that. We're gonna put this not only against accuracy at 100 yards, see what the MOA grouping is at 100 yards, see if it's gonna be sufficient enough for accuracy out of a standard issue hunting rifle you'd find or a varmint gun you'd find. This is the Weatherby Vanguard Series 2. Got Cryptek camo on it, got the Vortex Viper 4-16x44 optic on there, gonna give us a little bit of clarity downrange. And nothing dramatic, a standard barrel on a standard Weatherby Vanguard Series 2. So I'm using that, seeing what the accuracy is, and then we're gonna put this thing against ballistics gel, an entire pork shoulder with the bone in front of it. And then we might put something harder like brick or something in front of the ballistics gel and see what happens. And we're gonna smoke a watermelon to see what it looks like when it explodes into tiny little fragments. So without further ado, these are the DRT Terminal Shock 308 Winchester rounds. They're 150 grains and they're stated on the box to be coming in at 2,950 feet per second. So we'll see what happens when it impacts a target. We're using the Weatherby Vanguard Series 2. It is a good rifle. It's not a fantastic rifle. It's not one of those rifles you go to competitions with, so I'm not looking for, less than half MOA groups. I'm looking for something that's gonna perform enough for hunting situations. So I'm not using an extremely high-end rifle today, but I do wanna see if I can get a sub-MOA group, which is less than an inch size. So if I can get within the size of that center black section of the target in overall diameter, I'll be happy. Now earlier we did chronograph testing to see what the actual velocity is coming off these rounds due to the fact we're using a 22-inch barrel from the Weatherby Vanguard Series 2 compared to the 26-inch long barrel they used at DRT Ammunitions for the velocity they got on the box. DRT states that the ammunition is coming in at 2,950 feet per second, but during our chronograph testing and took 5 shots, we had an average of 2,615 feet per second due to the fact that we have a shorter barrel. All right, so it looks like we are hitting just right, a couple inches, just like crosswind, but we're gonna keep aiming dead center, see where the groups are at. Little to the left. That wind was a little bit of a factor in that first shot. Just as I took the shot, I saw the bushes sway to the right. So let's see what this third shot looks like. There you go. Yep. Gusting. There you go. So what I'm gonna say right now is important. Downrange, we have 5-shot impacts. And we had a 3-shot group that was a clover. I'll take that any day. There's 2 wind gusts that I caught, and both those rounds flew almost identical to the right. So I'm gonna put it on wind, but it's not wind's fault, it's my fault for not reading the wind, so on me. But very accurate ammunition. That's all well and good to know. Moving into more of the power of these rounds. Ooh, I'm excited. Moving on. All right, so we have the watermelon downrange. We have the DRT 308 rounds, 150 grain, and we're gonna smoke this watermelon. Oh my God. As you guys can see, smoked. Good God. All right, moving on to ballistics gel. All right, so we have the whole pork shoulder, bone in, a lot of fat, a lot of meat, and then 16 inches of clear ballistics gel. I wanna see if this can penetrate through the pork shoulder and still have some sort of kinetic energy pushing into the gel as well. These rounds are meant to dump their kinetic energy upon impact within the first, 12 inches. It's supposed to push through hard objects and then explode out the backside. I'm just excited. I don't know what to expect. All right, from what they said, this should be very, very interesting. Fire in the hole. Oh, damn. I love gunpowder. You have to go see this. All right, so as you guys can tell, it is a dramatic impact on the meat. It's a huge hole. I mean, the hole is like the size of my head. Insane. Oh, you guys got to see this. I know some of you are probably gagging right now. That's juicy. The entire pork shoulder. Now, you can't see it too well. Oh, this smells lovely. This is bone. Like, there's just shards and shards of bone. I mean, there's a little hole in the entrance, big hole in the exit. I can't get over this. The bone was directly hit. It wasn't like, I was like, okay, maybe it just kind of grazed it because I saw a little bit of fragmentation. Now opening it up, it's a boneyard. I don't see anything else in the upper section penetrating or ruining the meat on the exterior corners. And I mean, I can fold this over my head like a meat hat. Okay, moving on, let's see if we can hit through a brick. Ugh. Brick, 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 brick. Okay, this isn't really, like I said, technical, but we have a cement brick in the front of the ballistics gel. I wanna see if it'll penetrate through, and we'll see if the major kinetic energy dump is actually in just the ballistics gel because it penetrated through, which is what it's designed to do, is penetrate through hard object, then expand and explode. Wow, I really hope this works. It's really weird trying to get shot placement of something behind a solid object. Let's see if I can nail it. Oh, let's go see. Sweet googly moogly. Blew right through the cinder block and did exactly what it's supposed to do. Wow. Come take a peek. All right, guys, well, I can't state enough how impressive it is, the fact that this round pushed through that concrete block into the ballistics gel and penetrated all the way as deep as 16 inches to the back side of the gel block. Granted, the main projectile that went 16 inches was the metal jacket, so it's not like the main part of the kinetic energy. Most of it was dumped within roughly 10 to 12 inches into the gel block, which is still very impressive seeing how it just went through a concrete block. This has been the DRT 308 Winchester round, 150 grain. Terminal shock ammunition. I'm impressed. Let me know what you guys think of this ammunition in the comment section. Let me know what ideas you might have for the future. They do make 300 Win Mag, they make 30-06, they make 223, they make 300 Blackout, they make 45 ACP, 9mm, 40. They make a lot of ammunition, and I plan on testing almost all of them. So if you guys have ideas about things you want to see get shot, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoy these ballistic gel test videos, let me know. The voice of the viewer is the thumbs up button. If you do like a video and you want to see more videos of this type, hit the thumbs up button. We pay attention to those stats and we'll start producing more ballistic gel tests for you guys. And the best way to support GY6 Vids is to go to youtube.com/GY6Vids. You can subscribe on there and get notifications on when we're gonna have our new videos uploaded. It'll notify you by email when we do upload a new video as well. Thanks a lot, guys. Can't do it without you. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you next time.